Hey, did you see that hat got $20?
Just a second here. Why am I not?
Can't tell if we're live
Just
or
a
not.
second.
Sorry, we're trying to figure out if we're live or not.
I know.
If we are live, hey, how
we're
are
not.
you doing? We're not.
There we go.
My
There
wife
we go.
says we're live. So.
All right. We're good. We're live. We're on here.
Okay, we're on? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, it's 7 o'clock, too.
Yeah, it's 7 o'clock
There you
right
go.
there.
At least in our time zone. I
Yeah,
don't know where you're
two-
watching it. Maybe
Yep.
it's a different time zone.
All right. So I'm going to move this just a little bit farther back. We're good there.
I think that looks all right. I don't know if anybody can hear us. I don't know if we got sound. I think we do.
We do.
Okay.
You're
the tech dude.
We're good.
Okay.
All right. So we're live here.
With
And
an audience.
We have an audience. Yep. So we're in the store.
Yeah.
So I'm Joe.
I'm Tom.
Jason.
All right.
There's Jess
Yeah,
back there.
we got the crew back there. Yep.
Kathleen,
watching us.
Eventually is going to replace me. We all know that.
Very true.
Oh, man.
Wow.
You still have school and such.
Yeah. Till Friday.
That's true.
Yep. All right. So do we want to talk about what we've acquired?
Yeah, I think we need to do that.
All
Let's
right.
see how this goes. So, you want to start, or do you want me to start?
Well, I think usually you start.
I do usually start, but I
So-
thought since we're sitting in weird spots than we normally sit, maybe you'd start this time since you're on the right.
All right. So I have acquired. It's sitting at home, so I don't have it with me. But Tiny Epic Pirates.
Oh, you did get that.
I
Did that?
did get that.
You kickstarted it, right?
I kickstarted
Okay.
it. Yep. And I've got a couple more games on their way tomorrow and Monday. So
Cool. So it's Tiny. Okay, did you look at Tiny Epic Pirates?
did I look at it?
Yeah.
I
did
looked
you-
at it when I kickstarted it.
But did you? Yeah, but have you looked at the components and such, or have you unboxed it or anything? Are we going to maybe do that as a special
No,
episode?
we'll probably do that as a special
Cool.
episode.
Because I have not been the happiest with Tiny Epic games, I think, since, well, they're gimmicky games, the two gimmicky ones. Dungeons was not Dungeons, that's coming out yet.
Yep, Tiny Epic Dungeons.
the
I think just
newest Kickstarter,
closed,
yeah.
not last week or something like that, because
Yeah.
I got a pledge manager for
And
it.
I'm awfully surprised they haven't announced another Kickstarter.
Which I
because
actually
that's usually what
I
they
backed
do.
that for the store, so we'll
Yeah.
have 10 copies rolling.
Nice, cool.
Deluxe
So we'll
edition.
be able to sell it.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as what was the first very Tiny Epic, whatever was the first game, and I like.
Oh no, whatever, Jason.
Whatever, Jason.
And then they did Tiny Epic Galaxies, which was an awesome game.
Yep.
Tiny Epic Westerns, which was very good. Then they did Back to the Black for Tiny Epic Galaxies.
Well, in Quest
Tiny Epic Quest, was that the one with the first one with the
weapons.
weapons
Yeah.
and the armor and stuff? And then they did the robot one.
Yep,
And I consider those kind of gimmicky.
that was okay.
And they were okay. But then they did
Um,
Tiny Epic Dinosaurs, which was awesome. I really liked that
Yeah,
game.
it was really good. I
And
like
so
that
now I'm
one.
kind of looking forward to seeing what the pirate game is like.
It looks cool.
Okay.
I mean, you get tiny little pirate ships, so there's that.
So that's your acquire? Is that the only thing you got?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I've been working
Yeah.
pretty late days. It is the busy season for me now.
Yeah.
So I basically wake
Lawn
up, go to
cleanup.
work,
Yeah.
come home, go to bed.
Lawn cleanup and that kind of thing. So I have not acquired much more than that. You didn't buy any Funko Pops, by the way?
No, I didn't. Yes,
Uh,
so the Wallba hack here, that is what Mr. Jason has been working
Yeah,
on.
Jason's done that. It's
And
pretty
I
awesome.
have not seen the Godzilla vs. King Kong yet. We're doing that tomorrow. I think that's
Oh.
what you were asking.
I haven't seen it yet either. So
Yep, I've not. I've not seen that one yet.
I was
We're gonna watch
actually
it tomorrow.
I was actually considering going to the theater and maybe seeing it, but if we're gonna watch it tomorrow, I'll
yeah,
watch it.
I got
tomorrow.
popcorn and everything.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there you go. As far as what I
Popcorn.
picked up, the only thing really game connected was the newest expansion for Marvel Champions is out. Still going to get you into that game at some point. It's a not collectible, but it's a LCG from Fantasy Flight Games. Basically, you're taking on the persona of a superhero and fighting supervillains, and there's various scenarios you can do it as teams. But the newest expansion is Galaxy's Most Wanted.
Okay.
So guess what the characters are?
Star Wars game?
No, it's Marvel.
Really?
It's Marvel.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes,
Okay.
it's Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's one of the bigger boxes. So the
Oh.
nice thing about that is you can fit some of the other expansions into that, which is what I've been waiting for.
You say that. So we actually are going to be stocking Marvel Champions because it is one of the top 40 family games and gateway games. So we will be stocking that.
Yeah. So, and I will have to actually bone up on how to play it because since COVID, I have not played it I haven't played it. I've picked up every expansion. I've got all the expansions, but I have not played the game more than 1 or 2 times total. And so I need to bone up on it and play it. As far as any other things that I've purchased, Funko Pops.
Oh,
I did.
That's
weird.
Yeah,
for the first time in about 2 weeks, I have acquired more Funko Pops than you've acquired. The first one I got was Ronda Rousey. And it's her wrestling one. It's not a UFC one. There is a UFC one, but that wasn't available. I also picked up Evel Knievel.
I saw that one.
I had the option of getting either the regular Evel Knievel or the Chase Evel Knievel, and I picked up the Chase, so it was a little more expensive. But he's wearing the helmet in that one and holding the cane. And then the other one that they had that I did not pick up was the Evel Knievel on the motorcycle, and I'm considering that one.
Okay.
And then I also got my first Pop album. Have you seen those?
No.
They're a box about the size of a record album, and they are tributes to certain rock acts. The ones I know that are out there are Biggie. There's a Biggie Smalls one.
Okay, I have seen that.
There might be a Tupac one. I know there's a Queen one, and the one I picked up is Black Sabbath with Ozzy Osbourne as the Pop.
Okay.
So that one's pretty cool. You don't take those out of the box; they stay in the box. But and I normally display them outside the box. Someday I'll have to give Joe my picture.
How many Funkos do you have, roughly?
So I got a whole bunch of Funkos, probably around 70. That's how many.
170?
No, not
700.
Not that. No, not that many, but not that few either.
270?
Yeah, it's close to that.
Oh wow!
Actually, I can take a quick peek and tell you exactly what.
Tom has a database on his phone.
I do. It's called Covetly if you're interested in doing it. Anyway,
if you want to get sucked in.
And then the other one I finally got in the mail, and I literally think it's been a year since I ordered it. I got Klaus from Umbrella Academy.
Oh, nice.
I did get it. So my Umbrella Academy, other than I didn't get the chases, I've just got the basic, the standard pops of every Umbrella Academy character. And then I find out they're doing another series of Umbrella Academy characters. So let's see. So I found my database. Let me look and see how many I have in my collection. And this is probably not accurate. Oh, it's 281 now. Probably not accurate. It may be a little more than that. And I know there are some duplicates. I know I've got 2 sets of Kiss and 2 of the Kool-Aid Man. So technically you could subtract 5 from that number and it'd be at 276. But that's it. That's all I've got. I've gotten Jason. Oh, and then I got the COVID shot. I got my second COVID shot.
Oh,
that's
cool.
the other acquire I had. So I am now bulletproof and invincible.
All right.
And I have an unabiding urge to buy Bill Gates-based products. And there's a third eye going out of the back of my head. But that's not a big deal. That's
matches your third
the
nipple.
tail's coming out pretty nice.
The tail's luxuriant. I was surprised by it. I didn't think it had fur on it. It has a lot of fur. So anyway, Jason, you want to add into what if you acquired anything game related or not? Or Funko Pop related?
Nerdy related.
I'm really picky when it comes to my Funko Pops. So we took a visit to local GameStop store, and they had the big Mandalorian with the child at the time.
The 10-inch one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was reasonable, so we picked that up.
That's cool.
Then next to it, these are toys that I've had when I was a kid, and I can't get them now because they're way more than what I paid for them when I was a kid. So they had Grimlock.
Okay.
From Transformers.
Yep.
He is one of my favorite ones. And that one was in a case, like a hard case.
Yeah,
and
a hard stack.
So that came from a car.
Oh, nice.
So, and then the other one I got was Voltron. And that one also came from a con as well. So I don't think like you, I'm not going to open those ones up because they came from a con. They're the only ones you can get from them. I normally open them up and put them in a baseball.
You display. That's what I have.
But these two, I think they're going to stay in there.
Yeah, and I have a couple that I would do that with. One of them would be the Marty McFly with the guitar.
Oh yeah.
That one, and that's maybe it's not the most expensive pop I've ever bought because the stupid first around the world pop, which was Markingham from England, cost me $65. That just sort of ticked me off. I got all the rest of them at a reasonable price, but that one was expensive.
And then my wife got She-Ra.
Oh,
that
cool.
was her favorite show when she was young.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
What else did you get?
Did I get something else?
I feel like you did.
I did.
Yeah, you got the cool Mandalorian stuff. You got the
that's right.
helmet.
Well, I wasn't going to say the helmet, but since you brought it up,
now you have.
It's very nerdy.
So we have a friend of ours that likes Iron Man, and I picked up the War Machine helmet, and it matches just like his. So pick that up because eventually I will have a War Machine outfit.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. Anyway, go on. But
We're talking about Tom's addiction again.
Yeah, this is basically. I don't know if I can get it close enough to the camera to show a picture, but that's basically how I display them. Yeah, zoom in on that, or we'll put a picture of it. Oh, I'll send it to Joe and he can send it. But that's my around the world pops and my trolls. But then that's what I was showing Joe. That's just dumb. That's just stupid right there.
A wall of
Funko Pops that are not out of the box because I haven't been able to display them yet.
So the last thing that we got was is a case. You open it up and it had the medal that lady got from the Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot her name.
The one that got canceled?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't think of it either.
She had a medal.
Kara
It came
or
with
something
that.
like that.
It came with the Mandalorian's head skull that he gave to the child. It came with that and a bar of Asgard steel.
Oh wow!
And they only made a few thousand, about 10,000 of them. So we got number 7,000.
So very nerdy cred right there. That's cool.
It was funny. We went there and the wife's like, "How much is that?" And the guy's like, "I don't think that's for sale." And
everything.
That's pretty much, yeah. So the guy next to me goes, "No, that's for sale." And he takes it down, scans it, and we're like, "Yep, sold."
Oh my! Okay, yeah, you're right. It's for sale, and now it's sold. That's awesome.
Didn't have a price tag on it.
No,
so that's always scan it.
That's a little worrisome.
It actually wasn't too bad.
Yeah, if you have to ask, you can't afford it. But in this case, yes, we could.
Yep,
and we had to ask because there was no price.
Exactly.
All right, moving on.
Games you played. So again, you're on the right. You're on the right. So you get.
I played Kohaka.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You played that at
the vendor fair that we were at. Yep. So very, very beautiful game. Acrylic tiles, koi fish. You're making your own koi pond.
Yep.
Just very, very cool game. Very simple, and highly recommend it.
Yeah, and I want to try that one. That if we do some gaming tomorrow, that would be one I would.
I will gladly take another box and cut you with it. Play it with you.
I don't think that's how I was. Maybe as a between game because we have a couple games we got a demo.
Yes, so we are going to be playing Murder Castle tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to that.
Which is we've got to do a review on that. So we're going to go do a playthrough of that and see if we find out that you're the murderer.
Yeah, exactly. I probably am. Other than that, I think the game you played most was wake up, go to work, go to bed.
Yeah, mostly. Yep.
That's kind of the same way because it was end of month again. Was on Wednesdays, so that was pretty much my first 3 days. Was wake up, go to work, go to bed. But I did play a couple games last Saturday or Sunday rather. We played Colonists again. We went beyond the first scenario. We played I think the first 3 or 4 scenarios. And I don't know if I mentioned before. It's like a worker placement, tile laying, resource management, a little bit of area control because you can block people. So, and it's a lot of fun. It's one of those games where if you played the entire game, it's going to take about 8 hours to get through it. Because there's, I think, 8 scenarios. We got through maybe 3 of them in an hour, 2.5 hours, something like that. And then last night we played Awkward Guests, which I've talked about in the past, which is the social deduction game, but not really social deduction, where you're trying to glean information to find out who killed Mr. Walton in his mansion.
Okay.
And that was pretty fun, but that's it. That's all the gaming I've done in the last week. So
it's been a busy week.
And Jason?
I can't say I really have been playing because
Your game is putting this wall together and doing some other construction.
besides just regular day-to-day work, I had to go out of town for a couple of days, came back, started on the wall again.
There you go. Which is, if you're looking at us.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the way in progress here?
All right, so we described it before. Anyone still listening
But now you can see
from
it.
before?
Yeah.
This is just made of regular styrofoam.
It legit,
Yeah.
though, when you walk in, looks like brick. So he's going to go back there and look at it? Or, oh, no, he's got the stuff. This is what it's made out of.
Yep,
And you do not. It does not look like this, obviously. But
This is how it starts out.
Yeah.
This is just 1 inch thick. And between carving, some heat, some water, some paint, a little time and effort.
Looks like brick or quarry stone.
Yep. So
It's really cool.
we're not done. We just got the base done right now. It's going to have more of a 3D pieces that we're going to add to it to actually make it look like other than a wall. It's actually going to look like it's something. So,
Yeah, which would be cool.
Yep. And we also opened up the wall over here to the actual storage part of it. So
The space we're in is going to be play space.
Correct.
Yep.
And then the space that's that direction beyond us is going to be that retail space.
Yep.
So
And some play.
there'll be play space there too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously.
for the louder electronics.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we don't want that over here. where
Right.
people
We'll have
are
a
coming
couple
in.
kind of smaller tables over kind of cocktail tables. So if someone wants to sit down and
And the
like a
Oculus
Chromebook
stuff.
or whatever, and
Mhm.
chill
Oculus
out.
stuff will be there.
Yep.
Too.
Yep.
Now
Yep.
the movie area would also be
Be
back
right
there.
there.
That's here.
In the
So
corner. Okay.
if we do like a movie night, we'll just close it down for a couple hours, and then the average Joe members can come in here for a special showing.
Yeah.
So, like if we were open right now, you can come in tomorrow night. We'd watch Godzilla.
Right.
We have free popcorn. You got to buy yourself some drinks and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
So that'd be a perk of being an average Joe member.
Yep.
Free backgrounds from Tom.
Yeah.
They're okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's not real dedicated to them, but
No.
I mean, if
It's
you know,
cursor.
it's
I'll be-
basically like a cat.
Yeah, I'll be on. Yeah, exactly. Because that's where my experience comes from. That's how I learned to give massages because of my cats.
Yeah.
And how they do it. So
Yep. And then afterwards, if you look like you're dead, you'll just eat you.
I will.
So,
I'll start with your chin
yep.
and move down.
Yeah, it's weird. Very weird.
That's because I figure that's how my cats are going to do it. Actually, they'll start with.
I'm
the
glad
eyes.
you have it planned out, man.
They'll start with the eyes. That's what I figured.
Good God.
It's a horrible theory. I've told you.
It's dark.
I've told you my theory
You got
about
dark.
pets.
It
And I think
is-
if we talked about it on here about my
We
pet
have.
theory,
We have.
thought so.
Your,
So
people,
go back and look at some old shows. You'll hear my theory about
Yep.
pets.
You're,
I love cats. Don't get me wrong, but they're evil. There is no doubt about it.
and he owns quite a
And
few evil of them.
I own 3. That's
Fine. How many live with you?
3.
Only 3?
Occasionally, I might have one that I don't know about for sure in my basement.
Okay.
But
see?
that has been at least a year since.
Yeah,
since that
right.
happened.
Okay.
It was a good-looking cat too. Anyway, long-haired.
That's a whole kind of weird, man.
No. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you're right. It did. Now that I think about it, I see what you're hearing.
You heard it. You heard it
I
after
heard
you
after
said
I
it.
said it. Yeah, it was.
That was a good-looking cat. Long
a good-looking
hair.
Cat, long
Mhm.
hair. Oh yeah,
Yes.
long tail. Yeah, it's a little creepy.
Ugh.
I'll give you that.
Tom's cat addiction.
Tom. Oh, it is there. Oh,
Yeah.
Rob. Thank you, Rob. Thanks very much. Yeah, appreciate that. He does know we can see this, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I love the programming we're using. So I can
do
pop
too.
all those
I
up
actually do
there.
kind of like it. So.
So yeah, that's kind of the store aspect a little bit. A little bit of cool stuff here. So Jason from
Yes.
Whatever Props,
Yep.
also co-owner of the store.
Yep.
So do you want to kind of show off a little bit of your stuff that you've been carving into the stones?
They're painted black. I don't
Okay.
know how well they can see,
Okay.
but
So-
we can try.
Yeah.
My lovely
then-
assistant is getting them.
Oh,
My
okay.
lovely assistant just stole the
Just
paper
stole the
that
paper that we were
gonna
going to
talk
show off.
about.
Yeah, I don't get that, but anyway.
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh wow, that is a lot of stuff.
Yep. So
Okay.
So around the archway, you're going to
Yep.
put some 3D stones out there.
yep. So
Oh, now I'm seeing that.
so see it that way.
I can see that.
You know what that is?
Dragon looks like.
Yeah, but
It's going to be hard to see.
Oh no, you can see it just fine
There you
right
go.
there.
Either that. Oh yeah, now I
So
see
he
it.
carved these. This is freehand.
This is D&D.
Nice.
This is the and in between
Okay,
D
yep,
and
you're
D.
right. Now
It's
I
the
see it.
dragon.
So
I
you
knew
did
it looked
this.
like an
You did this
ampersand,
one
but I wasn't
freehand.
positive.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
And then you've got
we got
the
the
Zelda.
Zelda Triforce
Yep,
for your
that's
Zelda
right.
fans like me. I love Zelda. So, and then this was dedicated
Pair
for
of
Joe
dice.
because
Yeah.
did the dice.
Pair
in
of
that
dice.
one. So
Oh, that's a little wet.
yeah, we'll pass on that. That's just the center keystone piece. So.
Yeah, the keystone. Okay.
Yep.
And then you're gonna have a crest at the top.
No thanks. No, thank you though. I do not want to touch
Thank
tips.
you.
And then you're putting a big crest on the top.
Yes, I actually was working on that yesterday. Found out I didn't have the right blade to cut it out.
Okay.
Found some nice little metal, and we're going to illuminate the LEDs behind it to illuminate over the wall. And it's going to have the Whatever Joe logo on there.
Cool.
Do you know
But,
which logo you're going to use?
Yeah, the store logo.
the store
Yeah,
logo.
okay.
Not the old logo. Not this logo.
Not that one.
No.
Which I like that one.
This
by the
is
way.
this is my retro logo.
Yeah.
So,
God,
this
I
is
really like
one
that
I-
shirt too.
Yeah, you want to see the back?
I do. Oh wow! Oh, it's your Extra Life shirt.
Yep.
Very cool. That is really cool. Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Off of No Name Nerd.
Yep, I knew. I figured that's where it was
So,
from.
yep. Probably my favorite shirt so far.
It's a very nice shirt.
I took a few different images and I kind of merged them together, and that's where I got the D20 with the angel wings on it.
I like it.
Cool. We also made the paper again. So we made the front page of the T
Front
paper,
page.
and it was 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And then just yesterday, for April Fool's,
Which it wasn't
the
a
Lennox
joke.
Thursday edition, we made the front page as well, right up here, about Average Joe's Gaming, not your average gaming store.
Yeah.
So, very good article. There is actually a digital version
I was just going to
online.
ask, is there an online version of it?
Yes. There's a digital version, so if you want to go to Lennox Independent, Google that. You can read all about it. There's a cool little shout out to my grandparents on there, and
Nice picture of Jess right in the middle of the
yeah,
page.
on the second page as well, the article continues. So,
Yep.
Very cool. On the digital version, the second page is colored. So,
Nice.
but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Kind of not used to being in the news, so
Yep.
kind of ever since we all partnered up and things have been rolling, it's kind of a dream come true for me.
So yeah, that leads me to the question I've been thinking I should ask you on this. How are you feeling about this? This is something since I've known you, which is what, about how old are you, Kathleen? So 7 years, almost 8 years. Almost 8 years I've known you.
Mhm.
Because I knew you when Kathleen was in utero.
Yeah,
Jess was about 10 and a half months pregnant, I think.
and I was 72.
And you were 104 is what I thought.
104, that's what it was.
you-
Yeah,
now you're 72.
senile.
Yeah.
Yep, sorry.
Anyway, but ever since I've known you, this has been something. I mean, initially at one point you were at a point where this was going to happen,
I was.
and then something came up and it didn't. I think work and other things.
It was basically work. It was
Yeah.
one of those things where I would have to quit my job to
Yeah.
work the store. It didn't work. Kids were too young. Jess
That-
couldn't do it.
yeah.
And I could not.
And you hadn't thought of asking Jason and I to join.
Well, I didn't know Jason at the time.
Right. Exactly.
And it was kind of one of those things where
And Jason was
I
over
wasn't
there
sure if you even
pining away,
right.
wanting to open a game store.
But then 3 years ago, really honestly, my life changed again with doing the podcast and you
Right.
kind of coming on periodically. And then last year,
We started talking about this
in
a bit,
March,
yeah.
you came onto the show full time, and it has been another evolution. And then, I kind of reconnected with you guys because you came out a couple years back
I
for Extra
remember
Life.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought I was nerding out because you're
That's
a
right,
Halo
'cause
guy.
you were out the Halo. Yeah, you
And
guys
just
were out the
nerding
Halo.
out, absolutely loved it. Hi. I absolutely loved it. It was awesome. You guys, your cosplay were amazing. It's something that I don't have the time or the skill set to do. I mean, I could probably learn, but I don't have the time.
Right.
And to see somebody put that kind of work and heart into something that they truly love was just amazing for me. And so nerding out, and I still nerd out to this day about that.
You know, it's funny about the Halo costumes that we bailed. We'll have like adults. It's Halo.
Yeah.
And the kids are like, who?
that was it for me. I was all like, Halo, yes. And my kids are like, I don't know what you're talking about.
See, and my kids would have known what Halo is, but then my kids are a little older.
A little older, yeah.
We did have.
We played Halo now, and I mean, I slaughtered them.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
Yeah.
Dad comes to the table. Now, Fortnite, on the other hand,
they'll kick your butt.
Yeah, I mean, I'd survive for about 30 seconds.
That's me. And what's the game with the blocks where you dig holes and
Minecraft.
stuff?
I can't
that's
figure
me
that
with
out.
Minecraft. I have no idea. They beat me in that game, and then they tell me at some point it's not a competitive game, Dad.
Yep.
Why?
It's a block building game.
How do you keep dying in this game? You shouldn't be dying in this game, but I do.
Well, I keep taking the sword, and I'm just
I keep hitting myself with a shovel in the head.
Why can't I get out?
I can't get out of this game.
So that was, and then again last year in November, you guys came out. I connected with Jonathan, which was awesome. Great guy.
That's Iron Man. If you guys have seen,
and then you guys came out, and it was cool. And then you guys kind of just connected with us a little bit more.
That's when
started coming out for
Batman one.
Yeah,
right, your Iron Batman,
yep.
which again, nerding out.
Well, first of all, he's got this very cool spear with a green kryptonite head on it that could kill Spider-Man. I was going to say Spider-Man could kill Superman. I don't know where Spider-Man came from. I think I'm just mixing my universes.
You saw the brick.
I did. That's probably what it was.
Can you crawl it? Can you web crawl?
I can't. Yeah. Although we could set it up on its side and then pretend we're crawling on it.
Oh wow!
Movie magic.
It's got weird.
Little Batman reference there from the old TV show.
Oh yeah.
Jeez. But then you guys came out and started bonding with the games and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
because you weren't real board gamers, were you?
No, my family, on the other hand, they like playing like a family night thing.
Right.
And we, like again, I mentioned before, we only had like your basic games. So Life was the game I liked to play because
Life, Clue, Monopoly, those types.
Well, no, I didn't like Monopoly. That's a flip table game.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah.
But then we had like Rick and Morty, Clue.
Oh, fun.
Cool. But the instruction said play like Clue. So then we had to Google how to play Clue again. So, but yeah, with you two, you introduced games I didn't even know existed.
Yeah,
and it actually was a little bit more.
We got
it. It was actually really. There's some of them are really fun.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned the Marvel one. Yep. You brought that out and asked who we
Marvel
won.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
we'll get you into champions.
Watch villains and all this stuff, and we won in there, and that was actually really, really fun to play that.
Yeah, a little overwhelming when I set it up.
Yeah, that game.
Because it was one of those things I set out this box.
Yeah,
and I'm explaining it, and
he says box.
It's a suitcase.
Box.
It's a suitcase size box.
Yeah, it's the 3,000 plus card box from BCW.
Yep.
So it held quite a few. It does not hold them all, but it holds a majority of it. And so it was just one of those things where I kind of just went down the line and asked you guys what kind of superheroes you wanted in it. And then after I had it all set up, which I mean the setup really does take the longest.
Yep.
Yeah.
For it, and then it's very simple. So we played a few hands,
and then
you guys were getting it down. And you end up. It's a cooperative game, but in points you won the game.
Yeah.
So you did quite well, and you had a really good combination. You were getting it figured out, and you guys are Magic players, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it does relate with that chain reaction a little bit with Magic.
You can change stuff.
So I could see once it clicked with you, it clicked, and you were just like, okay, I need that card because it's going to chain reaction of this card, and you were doing it. And before you knew it, you had the 30 plus combo attack. And so you're like, I'm going to take that guy. I'm going to take that guy. I'm going to take that guy. And it was working for you. So, I mean, it's one of those things where if you can get the symbols down and you know the reactions and the stuff like that, it starts to go. And with you being a Magic player, it seemed to click pretty quick.
Yep.
So,
the other game that you introduced us to was the Munchkins.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
You got different variations of those too.
Yeah, quite a few.
And we did Marvel because Jonathan wanted to play.
Yep.
And we did that with him.
Yep.
And
He seemed to like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did too. So yeah, games like those that you don't normally know about, they can bring in people that like, I don't like Monopoly. Let me show you what we got.
this.
Yep.
Yeah. Which sometimes when you break some of these games down, you realize after you play it, holy crap, that's a lot like Monopoly. But it's a little more complicated. There's a little more to it than Monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
I defend Monopoly. I actually kind of like it as a game. It was designed to teach the evils of capitalism, is what I've heard. But it turned out to be kind of a fun game for a lot of people.
Well, and if it wasn't for Monopoly, wasn't for Clue, Life, Risk, there wouldn't be some of these games.
And Risk actually is.
So, I mean, they kind of are the gateway to the industry, whether you want to give it to them or not. I know they're mass produced and whatnot.
Yeah, but big deal.
There's mechanics in each one of those games that you can find in current games.
Well, and my point is, too, if it weren't for mass production, for people, we wouldn't have cars. Nobody would know what Lord of the Rings is. Nobody would know.
No, you shut your mouth.
No, I'm just saying, though, mass production is, people think it's evil. It's not. I mean, that's how the world works. You learn about stuff because of that kind of thing. So,
speaking of Monopoly, they're changing their chance cards.
I did not know that.
I heard about that.
Yeah, they're trying to
modernize.
They're making them more modern.
Okay.
So, like,
beauty pageant winner.
Yeah,
might be a little outdated.
No,
YouTube.
You actually can go online and like judge. Do you like this one or do you like that one?
Okay.
Vote for your favorites.
Yeah,
It's kinda
and
interesting.
there's ones in there like you mowed your neighbor's yard. Here's $20.
Okay.
So stuff like that. So
That's
it's more
You
modern.
mowed your neighbor's yard. He's taking you to small claims court
because you ran over his rare swamp grass or something. Yeah.
You broke one of his lawn gnomes and he wants a lawsuit. That's modern.
Then it adds the Judge Judy aspect of it. It's a very strange game.
And it's the Monopoly guy, and he's dun dun.
Yeah. And he drops his monocle.
And it's now Law and Order because someone just got murdered.
And that's a trick question because the Monopoly man does not have a monocle.
Oh,
how many people out there think he does? Look at it. He does not.
I didn't put my hand up.
Yeah, okay. I didn't see it out of the right side of my head.
Yeah.
When I was turned a little bit this way towards you, and your hand went like that. But
fake news.
Yeah, fake news.
Yep. I can make a banner for that.
There you go. You could. You could. You could.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's just
I'm honestly jazzed.
It's fun watching you go through this.
Yeah.
Because I know this has been a dream of yours for at least 4 or 5 years. And I suspect before I knew
it really has. I mean, it's always been a thought, and then the thought became a thing where my boss helped me get it rolling.
Right.
5 years ago, and he was awesome about it. He helped me get my inventory. I started doing pop-up locations. I actually, on T.
Yep, used to do the
and I'd sell games. I'd do concessions. I'd hang out with people. I met a bunch of people, a bunch of great people. Then I started going to conventions and setting up there. Had a ton of fun.
You talked me into going to Geekway for the first time.
And then the
sad thing was you couldn't go.
I know.
was sad about that. But then the next year, by golly,
I made it.
You made it. We got to meet Tom Vassell.
That was the best year.
So somebody hashtag Tom Vassell so he sees this podcast.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm honestly stoked. Every time we come in here and Jason does something different, and honestly, like you said earlier, man, you are your worst enemy. Because
I think
everything you're doing here
is your worst enemy.
blows
Basically,
my
we're all
mind.
our own worst enemies.
Like today I gave him kind of the crusher blow. So he was going to cut out the wall for the archway.
Right.
And my boss, who's also the building owner,
Right.
said, no, I actually want you guys to do a doorway. So that way, if for some reason you guys leave,
it's a door.
it's a door instead of an arch, and then I don't have to do as much work.
Right.
And so I get that as an aspect, and then I kind of delivered that crushing blow to Jason because he's an artist. And so he kind of
So you had a vision.
Crap.
Yeah.
But
it was on paper. It was planned out like a blueprint.
Instantly, as I was saying that, I already saw something else in my head, and I'm like, okay, what we could do this. Your vision is already awesome, and we could still make this work. You can still make it epic, and he is. He was over there just a few minutes ago,
with his keystones. And
he was like, okay, it just clicked, and he's like, I got this. Not a big deal anymore. So, and then he just flipped that switch, and that's I love that about you, man. you got that creative juice flowing,
It
but
takes a
sometimes
little bit. Sometimes
it does. You kind of get that.
Just like
you kick
this
you
wall
down.
is temp 2, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
Yes.
Well, you may not have known, but
I think I remember you mentioning
it was not like that.
No, but it's it legit
It
looks like
was
freaking
dark,
bricks.
dark. And I was like, like you mentioned before about him in Minecraft, I was doing this to myself. This is not turning out. It was, my gut was just turning in knots. And I'm like, this is not working out. And my daughter's looking at me like, what we're going to do? And I'm like, well, let me try this. And all of a sudden I clicked. And I went like, you just mentioned it.
That's the best part of doing any of this creative stuff is when that click happens.
Yes.
And you're just like,
But like, you don't get the what we get when we see this.
Well, it's just
like you're the
anyone
creator,
on the
so
outside.
you're already
Anything.
looking at every flaw because you made them. They're there, so you're already looking at. You're picking it apart. Whereas I'm just like,
when
this
I
is
when I
awesome.
came in and turned
and
that
you're
corner,
waiting for me to go. Well, what about that?
Yeah. all I saw
I
when
see
I
is
turned
epic.
the corner was the
I
brick
think-
wall. And I went,
Any builder has that problem.
Yeah.
pictures don't do it justice.
No, and I get that. It's no different than me at work or Tom at work or whatever, or you at work. You take pride in your work.
Yeah.
And any little bit of negative feedback just crushes you because it's like I put everything I had into this. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, if anybody says anything bad about his wall, you get to answer to me. Because this guy knocked it out of the park.
Oh yeah.
So if you don't like this wall, we'll find another store that has a cool castle.
Yeah.
But we'll still let you in the
Yeah, you still
store.
can come in and
You're
play,
just not.
Yeah.
But
No, I mean, honestly, I say that in fun, but seriously, this is a no bullying zone. So if you have negative feedback, leave it outside.
yeah, I agree.
We won't mention what other store up north from us turned me down.
To do this kind
Yeah.
of stuff,
Yep.
they're idiots. I'm sorry, but
I even showed pictures of my Halloween stuff, and they're like,
yeah,
they just ignored me.
pure idiot.
That's all
I
right
can say.
because it worked out for Average
Yeah,
Joe's.
there
it
you
did.
go.
Worked out real
So,
well.
and this is just one of the walls.
Yeah.
So, one of the walls
There
is just going to be
are
a complete board
3
game library.
other walls.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
2. One wall is going to be a complete board game library.
Well, yeah,
And
but
that's
still
because we will have
on
the
a
biggest
wall
board game library,
in
easy
Sioux Falls.
access
In
for.
which we just picked up the shelving. for.
Yeah.
That's why we see
It is
I
going
saw
to
that
be
over
the
there.
biggest board game library in the Sioux Falls area, I guarantee you. Just because I can't stop buying board games. And we keep reviewing board
We
games.
do.
So people like us, and it works out. So thankfully, you guys as customers get to play those games. So
Yes, and
we're passing that
hopefully
on to
we
you
can
guys.
make the experience enjoyable for you. As
Yeah,
well.
that's really what it's all about. It's you guys having fun, giving you a fun environment, and us working our butts off to make that happen. So,
But we're having fun.
in
I'm having a blast.
That's
just
all
about a
that
month.
counts.
Yep.
Little under a month. Not much under a month.
Yeah.
Well, it's April.
It's 2 months.
3rd.
It's about 2 months.
May.
May 29th.
I
We're
said-
on April 2nd.
Yeah. Well, April. Okay, you're right.
Little under 2 months.
Little under 2
Don't
months.
rush this.
I said a little under. I said 2 months. You people just
Okay.
missed that. Just like your hand
All right.
raise.
Okay.
You missed the 2.
Okay.
No.
You freaked me out when you said
The
1. You're a
implica-
little over
It was
1.
a Roman numeral.
You forgot to
It was a
carry
Roman
the
numeral 2,
Okay.
which looks like 2 1s. So I
So,
was thinking 1 like this.
We
instead
do
of
have an
doing
upcoming
like
event,
that.
which they actually mentioned in
true.
both of the newspapers. So that is our April 17th.
Spring into game.
Yes, it is. And I have a graphic for you guys.
We're waiting for it.
Shut your dirty mouth.
This is a cool program. That's all I can say.
Or maybe it's not going to work.
Or
I
maybe
don't
it's
know.
not. But it's April 17th, and it's in the T Community Center
Mhm.
Let's see.
in T, South Dakota.
Okay, maybe it's not going to work. But
11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Lots of
Okay,
open game.
so it's not going to work. But we do have one.
yeah, we do. We swear.
But yeah,
Open's
it's
great.
from,
It is great.
I know.
Pretty cool.
let's see here,
Joe Crowd.
Yeah.
from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I think we
at
just
the
said that.
community hall.
Said
I'm
that,
reading.
Okay. We just talk.
Should I take my
with
flyer out of
old
my
school
truck?
Jersey rippers and balls as the
Put it
food
right in front of
vendor.
the
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because
Yep.
you like that food, don't you?
Oh man, they're awesome. Oh, and you guys are going to be able to taste some. It's awesome.
Well, I won't, but still.
Oh, I think you'd like the Sicilian balls because it's mostly cheese.
Yeah, I'm
you
not
like
a cheese guy. Not a
Okay, you
cheese
like
guy.
the rippers.
What's a ripper?
Well, there's bread around it.
I wouldn't like it if it's
You don't
got
like
more than
bread?
just bread. I do like bread.
Okay,
but
you
if
can
it's-
have the bread.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll look at what they got. I'm open-minded in regard to seeing what they have.
They have the Ugats, the Godfather. Yeah. Oh man,
They have gabagool and whatever the other stuff they talk about
Pretty
in
close.
The Sopranos.
Yeah, I mean it's actually kind of cool on their menu thing. They've got this. They got Jersey, and they got like Jimmy Hoffa's burial.
Okay.
I love it. I like
Yeah.
the mafia stuff. So
So
it
we
worked
might
out
have to
for
play
me.
a little Borgata for that.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that.
That'll be fun.
Which you can't get nowhere but from us.
Right.
So,
Right.
That is an exclusive Average Joe's game.
yep.
So
We got lots of copies, so hit us up.
we share this little video.
You got a
Good.
video?
What is it? Oh, there we go. What is
Yeah. Free game
Oh,
library,
that's-
1,500 games to choose from.
that? Nice.
Yep, that was made by Rob.
Rob, yep. I
Yep.
saw that.
He handles a lot of our marketing. So if you guys are podcasters or small businesses or anything like that, check out Small Town Media, Rob Scholl. He does amazing work. He is my uncle, but he's been doing marketing for years. The guy knows what he's doing. And it's cheap. I think it's like $150 a month. So it's like
That's not
$5 a
bad.
day.
Yeah.
For a guy that he handles your Facebook marketing, Twitter, Instagram, and then he cross pollinates stuff. It's just, yeah, he does a lot of cool stuff. So any of our custom memes, he handles those.
Some of those are pretty funny.
Yeah. So he is a very creative guy. So if you're in the market just to upgrade your business a little bit or your marketing or get out there, check him out. Small Town Media, Rob Scholl. So he's a cool guy. Joy to work with. So, and obviously my uncle. So I'm
So
a
you're
little
biased,
partial,
but
but
that's all right.
even if I wasn't, I've had him since December, and he's been doing a ton of work for us.
There you go. Yeah.
And
He has been.
it's worked. So we've got game designers reaching out to us.
Yep.
We've got other podcasters reaching out to us.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's getting us a lot of publicity for the store opening. So he's definitely doing his job, and then some.
And you can
So-
catch us on when you were talking about all the things he puts us on. I understood 2 words that you said, which was face and book. But I also do know YouTube, and I know we're on YouTube too. And if you
Yep.
are
So we are live streaming right now on Facebook, on 4 different formats of Facebook, on YouTube,
We are on YouTube,
Twitch,
yep.
and Twitter.
Ooh.
So right now we're
Yep.
streaming live right now.
So you can always comment and stuff on YouTube for
Yep.
sure.
And we get all your comments
We
on
do
this.
get comments
So
as we're doing the show live, but if
Yep.
you're watching it later, feel free to comment. If you like what you see, you can subscribe. I don't know how close we are yet to the 100.
we're at 90.
Oh my
So
gosh,
we are
we're getting-
10 subscribers
we're
away
getting so
from
close.
our YouTube
to
channel to
100.
getting a custom URL, which has helped you guys out to find us a little bit better. Jason, you also have a YouTube channel for Whatever
That's right, for
Props.
Whatever Props.
And I got 2 videos out. Kind
For
of
the
doing
wall.
like a
Doing the wall, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like fast forward, so time lapse.
Yeah, there you go.
And I do kind of break in a little bit, but I don't got the greatest of equipment right now, but I'm making it work. So,
What I've seen is pretty decent though. So
I try to make it comical, especially with the scissor lift. That thing is going to be the death of me.
Most likely.
Because half of it's like, if I didn't fast forward it, it's 10 minutes of me doing this.
I'm
Come
assuming
on,
that's
move,
this thing
move.
over here that's right in front of us.
Yeah, that thing.
That thing that if you push the button wrong, it goes slamming up into the ceiling.
No, I
You'd be
won't do that. I
okay.
just don't move.
That'd be funny though. That's so people
We
have
can
that.
get you on that.
People have that picture in their head of that happening. I'm just saying. Not that it would be funny.
It's
but you'd get
mostly
hurt.
you're
Oh!
going forward
The fact
full
that-
speed, and
oh,
then
and
it
then-
just stops, and then you go over the edge.
Okay, that's another good funny
Bungee
picture. I don't want it to actually happen, but it's a funny picture for you.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm learning with the videos and recording and put them on my YouTube channel. But yeah, I got 2 of them out right now. It's Whatever Props. very simple. And people ask why whatever's, because that's what I do. I don't just build one thing. As you can see, I got the wall. I do cosplay.
You do cosplay stuff.
I like doing models. I like, finding out things for programs, electronics. I make my own circuit cards.
Nice.
For LED lighting. I'm just not. I get bored. So I sit there and look at something and go, I want to learn how to do that. And that's what I do. So. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the dragons are cool.
Yeah.
And
so on my Facebook page, I do share the pictures and stuff because that's how I used to do my videos. I used to do live on my Facebook page. But I made my wife some dragon eggs from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
And they're about this big. And me and my son made the box for them to go into.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Daenerys' box. It was her birthday present, so she really enjoyed it. I got a good picture of her enjoying it.
When you lit the house on fire,
yes,
so that she could walk out with the eggs or with the dragons on her shoulders. That's the next step.
That's a little too far.
Okay, yeah, it probably is. You don't want to light the house on fire
because they are only made of foam.
Okay. Well, but you got to make the dragons now. That's the next step, and then you can do.
Well, someone already asked me to build one up there, so
okay. Well,
we'll see.
We'll see how that turns out.
I'd be like, well, that's on the list.
And if it meets Crystal's quality standards, then she'll want the 3 for cosplay. You cosplay Daenerys. So there you go.
All right.
And then Joe's looking up something.
I'm looking up our giveaway.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yep, I forgot we had done that.
Oh yeah, you guys did do that.
The was it the Godzilla Buddha?
Godzilla
Buddha. Buddha
yes.
Godzilla or Godzilla Buddha? Which one is it? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah,
that's another thing too. Is I've learned 3D printing.
Yeah, that was. And then you really cleaned those printers up, so that's pretty nice. Oh, we found it.
Yep.
All right. Godzilla Buddha.
Okay. Let me see if I can pull this up.
So now I'm looking. See, instead of looking at the camera, I'm looking at the computer, which I should.
We're all looking at it.
Should be looking at the camera, pretending I'm not looking at the computer.
Some people put like a big screen, so you can.
Yeah, that'd be kind of an interesting.
You're always
idea.
looking straight.
Give it time, man.
But this is what you guys have to look forward to when we open the store. Is we'll be doing this on Friday nights. You can come in and play games, and we'll tell you, okay, here it's time to do the podcast. Come gather around and watch, contribute, ask us questions, or just ignore us and play your games.
Yeah, there's that.
I know if you're on the Oculus Prime, you'll just be in your own world. That is the most amazing thing still to me. I haven't played it enough to hate it yet. I don't think I will be able to play it enough to hate it. So I want to try the roller coaster. I really do.
Oh God.
Did you try
it? No, I've had it on other ones, not the one that we got. But if you get motion sickness, like if you can't read while someone's driving, you're going to get sick.
All right. I know I have heard that you have to sit down for
Yes. Well, remember you were moving around.
Yes, that was bad. Yeah, and I whacked a 4-year-old. That was sad.
That's because he kept going below.
I think he was still 4 then. No, he was 5 by then. Yeah, I don't know your kids' ages that well. Turns out, even though I've known them all their lives, I don't know their ages very well. But I'm not sure my age sometimes. So there you go.
But some said if you have a fan blowing on you,
it helps.
It helps.
See, and the only thing I remember, there's 2 things I remember. The first time I ever went to Disneyland, I was maybe in 8th grade, I think. And I remember my dad and I going to the Hall of Presidents, and you stand for that. Mm-hmm. And there was something that was part of like the motion movement thing. It was one of the first times they've ever had that, where you're standing there and whatever it is, it looks like it's coming at you. And I just remember my dad turning green.
Oh no!
And I was swaying, but I was holding on, and I figured out I could hold on to the rail, and I was fine. Mm-hmm. And he finally figured that out, and he was fine too. But he did not ever want to go on those rides again, ever. And then I remember they do them I think every once in a while at the pavilion they've had those too, the 3D motion things. Oh. And that's kind of fun. I like those. All right, did you find your information?
Okay, so our winner for the Godzilla Buddha is Ron Gilbert. So nice. I will be getting a hold of you.
Congrats, Ron.
And getting some information. And if you're in the area, you can pick it up.
Here we go. I don't know if you can do that or not.
Second.
It's winner, Ron Gilbert.
Yeah.
He's going to do this with his magic new program. Someday I'll learn how to do it, and then I can make funny banners for him in regard to being
How
addicted.
cool is you get like a little pad in front of you and you can just do it there and then
Nobody notices.
All right, there we go.
Let's see what it says.
So it says winner. Ron.
There it goes. Nice.
So
There we go.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Ron. Hope you enjoy that.
So yep.
Ditto.
Jinx, show me a Coke.
Wow.
Coke.
Sorry,
Where's
we only have Pepsi.
Where's that bottle of Coke down there? That's a little inside joke. It's not Coke.
All right.
It's something that goes well with Coke, though. Just saying.
Wow. Anything else?
I don't really have anything else.
Nothing. All right.
Do we have any questions?
Anybody have questions or no
No
emails?
questions, no emails
Send
this
us
week.
your emails. Comment on the.
I love comments.
I love the comments. I love the emails.
We will have another giveaway next episode. We will have it on here. We're going to give away a cauldron, 3D printed cauldron for Villainous.
Okay.
Disney Villainous.
I have one of those.
With the cool gems to bling out your game. So we'll get that uploaded, and all you have to do to enter that is find the post, like it, share the page, tag a friend, and you'll be entered in to win. So,
Yep. And those cauldrons are pretty neat. If you've got the game Villainous and you bought the base game and have the cauldron from that,
it comes with the junk
it's,
vacuum form.
well, it's vacuum formed. It's not necessarily junk. It's just
Oh,
not
it's
very
junky.
detailed. It's junk. It's junk. Especially once you see the 3D printed one,
Yeah,
it's junk.
yeah, it is.
But the 3D
Once you
printed
go
ones
3D
are-
printed, you don't go back.
Yeah, you don't.
Nope.
The 3D printed ones are really cool. So I thought we showed those off last week, didn't we?
We kind of showed them off a little bit,
yeah.
but yeah. So
But
I'll pick one, and we'll have it on our next show, and we'll get that going.
would you let whoever wins pick a color, or do we want to give away one of the ones that's already printed?
We'll have one already printed.
Okay,
So
so
that'll be
you
the
don't get
color.
a choice of color, but
No,
whatever.
but either way, it's gonna be a cool
it's
item.
very cool. And if you're a Villainous fan, it'll add to your game.
Yep. And if you're getting them on Etsy, they're anywhere from like $20 to $30.
Yeah.
So
I don't think we're selling them for anywhere near that.
nope.
much.
Nope.
$10 I think for the cauldron,
Yep.
and something like that. Or
Something,
$5 for
yeah.
the gems.
Yeah, so
So pretty
you get
cheap.
them both for 15, so it's not a bad deal.
Oh. All right. So until next time, I'm Joe.
I'm Tom.
I'm Jason.
Those like those